Doofus Rick is a very complicated character. He may not be as smart as the other Ricks, but he's still a genius. Hell, he even made ovenless brownies, for God's sake.
Ovenless brownies!
But as I was rewatching the episode Close Encounters of the Rick Kind, I started to wonder how or why Doofus Rick isn't as smart as the other Ricks. Then it hit me. Remember back to the episode called Something Ricked This Way Comes, when the devil gave Rick a microscope that if he used it would make his IQ drop?
Cute. Your sister's boss gave me a microscope that would have made me retarded.
So what if Doofus Rick somehow came from a dimension where he accidentally used that microscope without knowing its powers and it made him the dumbest version of Rick? It would make the most sense because when you think about it, Rick is by far the smartest person in the galaxy. So if his IQ was cut in half by the microscope, then he'd still be a genius by most people's standards, just not by Rick's standards. So he'd still be able to practice science, but instead of turning himself into a pickle, he could just make ovenless brownies. It's a pretty quick and interesting theory for sure, but I thought I would share it with you guys. But anyway, that's all there was to this one. But I do have a bonus theory for you guys as well. This one also has to do with Doofus Rick, and this one comes to me from the Reddit user JDude12. Again, in the episode Close Rick Encounters of the Rick Kind, it seems a bit odd that the Ricks would bring Doofus Rick along to track down C-137 Rick. All he seems to do is play with Jerry and get made fun of by the other Ricks. But maybe that is his purpose for being there in the first place, and it's standard procedure to bring a Doofus Rick on a mission to the Smith house. Now, let's look at some of the evidence here. We all know that Rick C-137 is a pretty self-loathing character, and assuming that all other Ricks have the same hatred, a room full of them together would quickly dissolve into arguments and fighting, and no work would be done. But how then do a squad of Ricks in the Smith house work so smoothly in this episode? Well, that's where Doofus Rick comes in. All the Ricks seem to do is hate on Doofus Rick. I mean, understandably, they think he eats his own shit.
Are you friends with him? You know he eats his own shit, right? Oh my god, this is rich. I've got like 10 Ricks to call right now.
So basically, Doofus Rick acts as a lightning rod for the other Ricks' insult so that the rest of them don't fight with each other and work can be done. Now, there is one more problem when working in the Smith house, and that, of course, is that Jerry gets too territorial when Rick starts taking over the house and could get in the way of their mission. Again, Doofus Rick to the rescue here. We see that in the episode that Doofus Rick completely distracts Jerry from the other Ricks so they can do work without him interrupting them. So basically, like I said, Doofus Rick is sent on these missions to the Smith house with the other Ricks by the Council of Ricks so that the Ricks that are there can focus on the mission and not get into fights with each other, argue with each other, and Doofus Rick can help distract Jerry and keep him out of the way. Therefore, they can get more done, and it makes for some pretty funny moments with his Star Wars coin collection. Awesome theory. Thank you again for writing that. Awesome. But let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. But anyway, like I said, that's all I have for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Rick and Morty content in your sub boxes daily. Also, be sure to check out my previous Rick and Morty theories in a playlist. Links in the description and end slate down below. But until next time, guys, remember that it's always K-Mac time somewhere. Until then, guys, take it easy and peace out.